Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. This is episode number 144. I've done a gross of these now. Maybe, and a lot of them are gross, I'm not going to lie. My name's John Corelli. I already said that. I think, I don't know. I'm tired, can you tell? This light isn't great because it kind of hides my eyes, so I'll just do my best. Maybe that's better. Wanted to talk about my father and what's going on. This is part of the problem of having a boring president is there's not really too much to talk about. I mean, I know there's always going to be stuff in the news, and there's always going to be things going on, but right now it's just I don't hear insane stuff coming out of Joe Biden every day like we did with Donald Trump. So there's not too much to talk about. I'm not thrilled with this presidency. I'm going to be honest with you because unfortunately they had to curb to the right to uh, you know deal with what we were dealing with. They had to swing way right to get swing voters, and I was hoping they'd actually get in office and go kind of left on us, and they really haven't yet. So we'll just see. There's a lot of things I'd like them to do they're not doing, but we're early on, right? We're 100 days in or so, or a little more than that, 4 months in. Anyway, let's talk about what I was going to talk about. My father, who is a Trump supporter, I do not like how I look without my glasses, but I like those shadows in my eyes, even less this light is really bright. Uh, Here we go. Uh, Dad is, as I've mentioned a few times in the past, not doing well. He's been a smoker since 1960, since before there were even labels on the packages telling you how bad these were for your health. That's insane. But and he's actually had up until about 10 years ago, he was doing pretty well. His lungs were down to about 60% 10, 15 years ago. But considering at that point he had smoked at least 40 to 45 years, and he's not a light smoker. As long as I can remember, which isn't my whole life, but as long as I can remember, he was smoking at least 2 packs a day. And that's a lot. And I've actually done the math, and he said he was a 3 pack a day guy at one point. But if he averages 2 packs a day over the course of 60 years, it's like almost a million cigarettes. And and he doesn't even want to know how much he's spent on cigarettes. He's like, "Don't tell me. I don't want to fucking know." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't blame you. You wouldn't. Why would you?" So, what I'm getting at is that there's obviously been a huge contributor to how unhealthy he is. Looks great actually. In a lot of ways, he looks really good. Like he's thin. I mean, he doesn't eat. I've always told people his four main food groups are nicotine, caffeine, anger, and hate. I love him, but he's not a happy guy. I also like what this light is doing. It's showing you my double chin from time to time. That's nice. So try not to focus on that. I'll just lean in a little more, look like I not don't have one. Um, but what's going on with him is that I have to get him into a nursing home. He has been giving charitable contributions to Little Sisters of the Poor. For you guys that don't know what Little Sisters of the Poor is, it is a Catholic charitable organization. It's funny going there. It's not too far from where I live. As you know, or many of you know, I live in Wheat Ridge with my parents now in a duplex situation, and with my mom and stepdad. When I say my parents, my father and stepmother live up in Thornton, and my stepmother has had enough of my father over the last 30 years. She's gotten tired of his. He's not physically abusive, but he does not treat her well. I've witnessed it for a long time. It's unfortunately just a miserable guy, and he takes it out on her a lot. So she's moving back to upstate New York, where she's originally from. She sold the house. She and my father has until August 24th to get out, which sounds like a lot of time, but the way he moves and the issues he's having, it's not. He just had an interview with Little Sisters of the Poor on Friday. I took him to it because it was my first day of summer vacation. And excuse me. And so I took him there, and he's just crotchety. And it's like he's given them a lot of money over the last 5, 10 years. He's been trying to smooth the path to get into there. It's kind of funny. I go, "Oh, so you're buying your way into a Little Sisters of the Poor?" He's like, "That's not the way it works, John." I go, "That's absolutely the way it works, Dad. You ever heard of Vatican City, which until recently was like the richest entity on the planet? That's exactly how it works. People try to buy their way into the church and into heaven. So stop. I'm not. Yeah, you're giving them charitable contributions so you can get in there, and hopefully he does. To be honest, I mean, I don't know if he deserves it or not, but he needs a place to go. I can't put him up any place. Luckily, he has some money saved, but I'd rather have him, and I do think you do have to still pay some money when you're there. I don't know what those rates are. He's very secretive about everything, which isn't helpful. He hasn't made a will yet, as far as I know. He's talking about a trust. I don't know why. Everything is either going to go to me or my stepmother. And she's earned it, to be honest with you. I know there are bonds that are in mine and his name that I will receive, which were issued by my grandmother back in the 80s and 90s before she died. So I'm looking forward to getting that. It'd be nice to tuck that away towards my retirement plan. But yeah, so I brought him there Friday. He's, like I say, he doesn't tell me anything, which isn't helpful. It's just going to be a clusterfuck after he dies. I know it is. So this summer is going to be trying to get him organized and it's a dark way to say it, but ready for death. I don't know. He may have a lot of years left, but it sure doesn't seem like it. His lung capacity in the past 10 years has gone from 60% to 20%. He still smokes. Not a lot, but he still smokes while he's got oxygen on. I've done jokes on stage about that because it's horrific and hilarious at the same time. I mean, literally smoking with oxygen, as I say, because it's better to burn out than fade away. Haha. So, what's going to go on this summer? I will probably go over there tomorrow. He's got a lot of stuff packed away. He's got a lot of really good jazz albums that I thought I would inherit, but he wants to sell them, which is fine. They're his. I really don't have a say in that. I hope he can get what he wants. I don't think he will. He's talking like $25 an album. I'm like, dude, you've got some good ones in there, but I don't think anyone's going to pay that type of money. We'll see. The only really possession I want from him is a little Lenny Bruce poster. It's like an 8x11 Lenny Bruce poster that I remember he used to keep it up. Now I don't know where it is. He thinks it might be tucked in with the records. He's like, I'm sure I gave it to you. I go, I am sure you did not. That would have been one of my favorite things. I would never have let that go. I would have had it hung up in every residence I've ever lived in. So, no, you don't have it. So, or at least, I mean, no, I don't have it. You should have it. So this summer is going to be setting up an estate sale, trying to keep relations smooth between him and my stepmother as she gets ready to move back to New York. It will be having him hopefully finalize a will and figure out what he wants to leave for me and what he wants to leave for my stepmother. I know he doesn't want to leave her anything, but we'll just see how all that goes. He may have, I don't know. I don't know how all that works. If he doesn't get a divorce, I don't know I mean, she has more rights than I do if they don't get a divorce. I'm trying to tell him that. I don't want her to get screwed over either, because frankly, she has earned, by being with my father the last third of a century, she's earned a lot of shit, in my opinion. What else to talk about? 2 more minutes to fill. And what else we will be dealing with. He's a hoarder. Like I said, we got to set up an estate sale, and he's being a pain in the ass about it, frankly. I'm like, let me and Logan come in. You clear out. You go to a hotel, or you just keep yourself in your room, and you let Logan and I get all this shit out and sell it. You're not going to get top dollar for it. You had your opportunity the last 10 years to get rid of this stuff. You haven't done it. And then he's like, well, maybe Logan can put it up on eBay. We don't have time for eBay. We don't have time to put everything, take pictures of everything, describe everything, and then wait on people to bid. No. We're having an estate sale. If it has to be a week or too long, fine. Let's get rid of the shit. He's got a garage full of things that he thinks are valuable. He's got closets full of stuff. As I've mentioned in an earlier video, thankfully got rid of his guns and ammo. It's insane. It really is. And I'm just trying to, and I'm glad I have the summer off because I can help him out with this. I mean, I will be doing some things for myself. I'll be doing maybe more comedy, spending a lot of time with my kids. But this is something that I'm trying to be a good son about, and will hopefully, smooth a path so he can maybe just live his last year, whatever he's got left, in relative peace. That's what I want for him, even if he doesn't really seem to want it for himself. But yeah, it'll be interesting. So I'm trying not to cut it short. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, I don't want to drag my kids into this too much. Logan's willing to help, which makes him amazing. And I will. I'm going to tell my dad, if he helps, pay him, because this is work. This isn't fun for him. This is work. Oh, the other thing was when we were talking about the estate sale, rather than let me and Logan do it, he wants to get a guy to do it. And I'm like, I can get stuff out, display it, put prices on it, and collect money for it, and put up a sign on the corner. I can do all that shit. So I don't know why he's going to maybe pay a guy to do that. But that's Joe Corelli, okay? I will maybe talk more about him in a few episodes, but that's what's on tap for me, my dad, and this summer. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.